Ex-girlfriend abandons her dog,
And now she wants him back.
and OP wants to keep her.
What?
Hi there, I'm Jay,
Hi, I'm Marie.
and this is Lunch Break. Marie, what do you think the people are having for lunch today?
I can't even imagine. I hope it's not macaroni.
Just plain macaroni?
Plain macaroni, not with not butter, nothing. Just macaroni.
Well, I hope they're having macaroni and cheese then.
Like a brick of cheese and macaroni. Dry. I'm totally kidding. I hope you have a good lunch. Healthy, lots of veggies, something sweet, some juice, Capri Sun, for example.
Well, we're going to be reading another one from Am I the Asshole? One of our favorite Reddit communities here. And
Community of assholes.
yes,
Or not the assholes.
we shall see this time.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for refusing to give my ex-girlfriend's dog back after she abandoned it with me for a year? Okay, that's an interesting title.
How it's possible to abandon it with someone? Like if it's with someone, it's not abandoned.
Well, let's read the story and find out what they mean. So, throwaway and fake names. I, a 29-year-old male, broke up with my ex, Chloe, 28-year-old female, about 14 months ago. It was messy. When she moved out, she asked if I could watch her dog, a senior dachshund, Frank, for a couple of weeks while she found a pet-friendly place. I agreed because I love that dog. Weeks turned into months. For the first few months, she texted to ask about him, but she never came to visit or send money for food or vet bills. The text slowly stopped. After 6 months, I texted her and said, "Hey, are you getting Frank soon? His food and care are expensive." She did reply after a day, "I'm still looking. Thanks so much for doing this."
It feels like you don't want that dog, but you take it anyway, and now you complaining that it's so expensive to maintain the dog.
Well, he was doing her a favor, and she initially asked him to watch him for a few weeks, and a few weeks turned to 6 months.
Well,
That is a huge ask.
Yeah, it is.
And it was after a messy breakup, too. So, I mean, it was really nice of him to volunteer, but, like, I would understand being frustrated after 6 months. And like you said, she stopped texting him. Like, he had to, like, reach out to her, like, "Hey, what's going on?" "Oh, still finding a place." It's kind of a weird situation to find yourself in, like taking care of a dog that you're no longer really supposed to be with because you guys broke up.
Okay.
At the 10-month mark, Frank had a big vet bill. I spent over $300-ish on him. I didn't even bother texting her. She hadn't reached out in 4 months. I paid for it, and I officially considered him my dog. Like, he's spending all this money, and like he was even saying I didn't even have a job, and he didn't even bother reaching out to her for the surgery. That's kind of, you should have reached out to her for something big like that, I think.
Yeah, it's also her dog too.
Last week, out of the blue, Chloe shows up at my door. She got a new job, a new apartment, and a new boyfriend. She said, "I'm here for Frank. Thanks for watching him." I told her no. I said she abandoned him. I've been his sole caretaker for over a year, and I paid for his bills and food. She got hysterical, calling me a thief. She said he was her emotional support animal during our relationship, and she needs him back. She offered to pay me back for the surgery in installments. I told her to get lost and shut the door. Now she's blowing up my phone, and her new boyfriend is sending me threatening messages. My friends are split. Some say I saved the dog and he's mine. Others say I'm being a bitter ex and stealing her property out of spite, and that I should have given her a chance to pay me back.
If we imagine you in a weird position, you're trying to find a place, and I was in the kind of that position too, but it wasn't random person or like ex. So if I left my dog with someone for some time due to having the complicated situation, yeah, it may take so much time, and you don't know what's going on in her life because you wasn't interested in her life. It's obvious you broke up, totally fine. It's upsetting to lose the dog because you have complicated situation and you trust this person and you just like, I give you all the money back. At that moment, I don't have that. I don't have where to live, or like whatever situation was. And his dog is really important for me. Even after 10 months, a year, it's still my dog. You know what I mean? Yeah, you sit with the dog. You just really expensive and really needed at that moment babysitter. And it's a dog. I mean, I have this weird feeling that this man don't want this dog even, like, he just do this just like, I make you suffer. That's kind of a thing, because you make me suffer, you make me pay for it, and you make me like worry about that because it's like an old dog, and now I make you suffer. That's how it feels, and it kind of feels like, give me the vibe of revenge. I don't believe this guy. I think he's an asshole.
I'm going to have to kind of disagree with you there. I think the biggest point that he brought up, and granted it's only from his side, but she didn't maintain contact with them while he was taking care of the dog. Mm-hmm. I would go as far as to assume that she didn't even visit him and hang out with the dog while he had the dog. I get like one side, yeah, maybe he's just being an ass and like he wants to make her upset. Like he said it was a messy breakup. He did start off by saying that, but he did agree to take care of the dog. He did take care of the dog, Frank, long term. Probably bonded with that dog even more so than before. I see where he's coming from, where like you didn't visit him, you didn't maintain contact with me. You were in that situation. And you're talking about Gary, right? Like when you had to leave him back.
It's only one dog I have.
Right, when you had to leave him back in Bulgaria.
Yes.
But you would literally video chat with your mom while video chatting with Gary. You know what I mean? It's a different situation.
Because like I said, you don't know what situation she in, and also if you read if you read the text, it's give me this vibe like, oh, she have a new job and new boyfriend, by the way. And I said, no, I don't give it to you, lost.
Right, but what happened before that? She didn't maintain contact. And like, if you want my like full-blown answer as far as like whether he's right or wrong, that really depends on who has Frank's paperwork, who the dog actually belongs to. Like if they took it to court, they would ask for those things. And they might take it into consideration. He had the dog for a year. He took it to all the vet appointments. He signed all the paperwork. He got the surgery. So they might have to go to like court over this dog because it is a very long time and one can't see it as abandoning the dog. And, you know, this could be like a totally unreliable narrator because he's telling it from his perspective as someone who obviously seems like he was hurt from the relationship. I don't think he took it as like this dog was being dumped on him. He said it in the beginning, like, I agreed because I love that dog. So like he obviously cared for the dog. It wasn't like this inconvenience. If it was so inconvenient, he probably wouldn't have gotten the surgery he needed. I think he was kind of irresponsible by not relaying it to her that he got this major surgery that cost money. I don't know anything about the legal system, although I was on Law and Order once. But
remind one more time.
Yeah, I was on Law and Order once. I think that he could have been responsible. Like he did seem to try to be responsible. Like, hey, when are you coming back for the dog? Hey, what's going on? You should have included like, hey, he's really sick. He needs his surgery. Like I said, I'm not familiar with the legal system, but if they did take this to court, I think that might be taken into consideration. But I also think it might be taken into consideration like, oh, you didn't inform her about the surgery and now you're claiming it as a reason to want to keep the dog. I think this is going to become like way messier than any of them will want it to be. This just seems to be like a really messed up situation now because now you're involving a dog. Like a poor senior dog. Frank is an old man.
Yeah, he is. I look at the actual post, and what's bothering me and doesn't let me feel like that I trust this guy, because he never say anything like, oh, she's not even worried about his health. She's not even ever comes to, like you said, it's like, it's the same with a mother talking about, or like father talking about child. And it's like, she never come back. She's never interested how he's doing because he's an old guy. He's more like, oh, I feed him and I make this surgery and it's so expensive. He just like running around does actually maintain the living with a dog, and it's too expensive to have a dog. Nobody's gonna sugarcoat it. That I totally understand why he's feel that way. Like, I deal with that. It's like my responsibility now, because it's all about responsibilities. And if you take responsibility for someone else's life, you accept it as being an owner of this life, if I can say that.
If I had to make a judgment call here, I would say that everyone sucks here. He sucks for having the attitude that he does and essentially saying like, it's my dog now. Like if they both agreed on it and she's like, all right, fine, that's one thing. If she's the one that got the dog and like had him since early, puppyhood and stuff, Like, you're doing kind of a messed up thing by like keeping her from him. She kind of sucks too, because like if I were to leave Garrick with someone long term like that, like you did, you checked in on him literally every day. And like I understand that you have things going on in life, but like you said, that's a life, you know?
Yeah.
And if you were planning on bringing him back, yeah, you weekly contact at least, like text message, how's old Frankie boy? Send me a picture.
Find the time.
Right. And I understand that like it was a messy breakup, but you guys both agreed to do this. So you guys both have to be amicable when it comes to this situation. And OP, like if you agree to give the dog back, then you're going to have to really consider that. And if you really care for the dog and you want to avoid any type of conflict or having to go to like a small claims court or anything like that, just accept the fact that you took care of him because you loved him and it's time for him to move on. How long was the dog only hers? I mean, before you started living together. And another commenter responded, you think if it was long, she'd have checked in at least once in those 14 months or brought some food or treats or helped with the surgery. She didn't give a about the dog. Even in the first place, she says she got it for her emotional support, not out of a love for the dog. She doesn't view it as a living animal. She views it like a book and wants her book back now. I think that's a little bit reaching.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what? All sorts of people are on Reddit, right? Mm-hmm. Well, OP responded, before, I too don't know how long before me, but enough that Frank was upset for days without seeing his ex-owner. I texted her, Frank is low on energy. Maybe he should see you. She never visited even after agreeing. It's amazing how cool she was abandoning him for a full year, and now she's acting like dog mom of the year. It's probably better for the dog to stay with you. Police can handle the threats. Also, it's not a bad idea to consult a lawyer just in case there are legal hurdles you should be aware of. Take care of Frank. I think, I don't think this is going to come to such an amicable decision. Like, he might have to consult a lawyer if he's really adamant about keeping the dog. Mm-hmm. He might have a case. His post was like really brief. Mm-hmm. So I'm not entirely sure.
I feel like in a Reddit, when you read the comments, people like demonize one side or another. But most of the time, we hear only one point of view, and not everyone can be honest. And I'm talking about not this particular story, just in general. Oh, they not give a about this, or oh, they disrespect you, they hate you. Like, we all have these feelings when we have something like this, like something with bothering us and someone else's behavior. But need to remember that we just seen one point of view.
One commenter says, not the asshole. That is your dog now. I once went through something similar. Friend asked me to watch his girlfriend's dog. Didn't really know his girlfriend, but I had dog sit for this amazing puppy for while they moved across the country and got settled in. Weeks became months, became well over a year. No food money, no vet money, no text checking in, no contact at all. They didn't reach out a single time until the day before they wanted him back. I was weak. I caved. My friends and family insisted he's my dog now, but I felt obligated to honor my word of caring for him temporarily. I let him go, and it was to this day one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I miss him so goddamn much. They ended up breaking up, and my little man lived with his owner in her truck for a while. I tried reaching out, but she acted like I was some random guy asking to steal her dog. I don't even know how he's doing these days, but I know she moved back home with him at some point. Long story short, don't let this dog go. Your ex doesn't care about him or his well-being. If she did, she would have stayed in touch. If he's happy, healthy, and safe with you, then that's where he should stay. I'm kind of conflicted.
Why?
Because like emotionally, like, yeah, you're like, yeah, you should have kept the dog emotionally, but you even said so yourself. You had to honor your word.
It's really sad, but it's probably the right thing to do to give what's not yours. If you put the money in the bank, you know the bank use that money, right? For like loans and credits for other people. But when you, like, they use this money. It's like now it's bank's money, but they still own it to you. And when you come back and you say like, hey, give me my money. I love my money. I want to take them back. Bank must to give it to you. Even if it's already with someone's credits and they spend it around and they not spend it around, but you know what I mean? They have this money working, but they still need to give it to you because it's yours. You can have a discussion. You can say, hey, I'm really emotionally tied with this dog. I wanna leave him with me, and he's old, and I wanna for he have this stress. It's everything you can discuss. And if she's gonna be like really aggressive towards it, you need to give dog back. For example, dog is 10 years. What's 9 years from 1 year with you? 9 years with her and 1 year with you. But it's definitely sad because we are really became soft and lovely with our pets. I don't know how people who have dogs, like a foster care, and then they need to give it to a new owner. You for some time with the dog. I think it's a couple weeks is enough. And a year, it's really long term, but you still need to give back something that's not yours. It was a different story if you both have this dog, like if you adopt it together. That's going to be a different story, and it's more complicated. But in this situation, I'm sorry that you deal with all this situation, and I understand that now you think her dog is your dog. It's not true. I don't know. I just feel bad for both sides because both kind of assholes and both kind of suffer in this situation.
Yeah, and if he's going to go through the trouble of trying to like properly claim this dog, well, just be prepared for like a long legal fight, honestly. And I get it. I totally understand. And I think like maybe he mentioned like the money and the food and stuff that he had to spend just to like give people an understanding of what he's going through. Like when you take care of something or someone or anything for like a long period of time, you grow an attachment to it, him, her, whatever.
100%.
Especially with the dog. It's really just sad. Everyone sucks here. I think they're all assholes except for Frank.
Yeah, Frank is not an asshole.
Frank is an old, kind gentleman. I hope that depending on when this post was written, that he lives a long life afterwards. What do you think, Marie?
I really hope so. I really hope so. He's have a good food, warm bed, good walks, tasty food, and smelly poop.
And if you do anything against that, you can go suck a pizzle. This has been Lunch Break. Let us know in the comments what you think. Have you been in a situation like this? What would you do?
Don't forget to subscribe our channel if you still not subscribed for some reason. I don't know why you're waiting for. And put the like. Even if you don't want it, just put it. You help us a lot. And for you, it's just like click, click.
And for us, it means the world. So thank you. Catch you on the next lunch break. Bye.
Bye.